girl, Portia Marie.
What's going on, Dope family? It's your boy, Iffy.
And this is where creators meet and have dope conversations. Welcome to the Dope People Meet podcast. Today, we have special guest, recording artist and DJ ECool in the building. What's poppin'?
I'm good. What's up?
What's up? Let the people know who you are, where you from, and what you do.
My name is ECool. Well, my name is AB, but I go by ECool. From Lagos, Nigeria. I'm a entertainer, all-around entertainer.
Okay, period. Okay, then what, this fam? This fam right there?
That's family right.
That's fam right there, all day.
Okay.
Let them know.
So we gonna dive into some dope topics, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so tell us, how does being part of the entertainment industry affect your culture?
What do you mean?
Because I know a lot of Nigerians or Africans or whatever, y'all like grew up in this like environment where the parents believe y'all should be lawyers, doctors, and things of that nature. So like music is not really a go-to profession really in y'all culture. So like, how do you feel like being in this profession, it has affected your culture and your family back home?
Okay, so I feel like once upon a time, the parents were really like school, go to school, a doctor, nurse, but now, fast forward a couple of years, I've seen the success of entertainment. So my mom regrets.
Really?
So I say it's a dope pleasure right now as to be in the entertainment industry. It doesn't really affect it as it was before, but now, 2021, yeah, she.
So she with it now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so also being in this industry, we know it's very hard to date. So we just gonna speak in the language as if you're single. So let's not think of reality, but let's just speak in reality. Got it? Okay. So being in this industry, you know, it's very hard to date, right? So how do you get somebody that you're dating to respect your profession and having to be around all these women and come in contact with all these different people on a everyday basis? Because even if it's not in person, it's on social media. So it's like you coming in contact with these people.
I mean, there's never really a solution for that, if that makes any sense. It's just, you just have to find a way to get them to trust you more. Like, there's no...
So how do you go about that? Like, how do you build that trust? Like,
to be honest, I'm not perfect. But, I mean, just being available, doing what you're supposed to do right, and making sure everything is right so they don't find the faults.
Gotcha.
That's just how I feel. You're in the right a lot of times, it's very hard for them to find the negative side. So why would you go looking for stuff when you are on point?
Okay.
That's how I feel.
Okay, period. Well, before we go any deeper, we want to do a celebration. So celebrate life, celebrate your accomplishments.
I'm with it.
So I want you to give our audience, you know, a word of affirmation or something you live by every single day.
What do I live by every day? I always do good, and good will definitely come back to you.
Okay, I like that. We can toast to that. Let's go straight in.
All
What?
right,
Is this the deep side?
this is
This is the deep side.
Now we all need to know. Everybody knows ECool from the DJ booth. Now you on Apple Music. So how did that transition happen? We know ECool, the DJ, the dancer. Now you making big hits. Like, how did that transition happen?
I say, okay, so to be honest, people don't know this part. You know, they say it takes you 10 years to become an overnight success. Yeah. Well, I actually have been doing music for a long time before I actually started DJing, but it never kicked off. It was just one of them things where it's only probably my mama and dad, I heard it, threw it in the backyard and I started DJing. But fast forward, I just had to revisit it and like kick off. So 2017, I came right back.
So you kind of built
it, left it alone. The DJ kicked off, went crazy. Then I have to revisit it.
It was going crazy in the club. Everybody, the best dancer on stage. Now you just dropping hit records. You know, we love to see it, man.
Appreciate that.
So what are like some good marketing strategies you use to like help grow your fan base and your visibility?
Well, I feel like for me, entertainment as a whole is part of my own daily life. So what I know that really has influenced my explosion is really dancing. So dancing and just being consistent with the content. Like, you know, people just want to just see that you're doing something. I have a friend actually called me. I did comedy at one point. Like, yo, what are you doing? Why are you doing comedy? Why? Like, this is not your brand. You're supposed to be a DJ. I'm like, man, no, hold on. I know what I'm doing. So basically, constantly just putting out materials and people enjoy. I feel like if people have to love your page. They have to have something on your page that's gonna make them want to come back. So how do you keep them on your page when they visit your page? That's really how I was thinking. So I was putting content, making them laugh consistently.
So you was a comedian at one point.
At one point, very short.
Short-lived.
It was funny.
2015, 20, early like 2017.
You had a couple of viral videos.
A couple of videos.
Really? What?
I did at one point. But I just put the dancing really was what triggered me. So it was like when I added it consistently to my brand, I think everything went crazy. I had a couple of viral videos that traveled, stuff like that. So.
Okay, so like with those viral videos, like I'm not sure if you had the hairpiece back then or whatever, but like what made you use your hair as like your signature look and part of like?
You know, I was looking at my career. Like if I really wanted to transition from like DJ ECool to ECool, something really had to give, if that makes any sense. So I was like, I was in Nigeria one random December evening, and I was like, look, let me try a little something. At that point, it looked like I put suya on my head, suya pepper, but it wasn't. Then I came back to Atlanta, and a friend of mine, she was really like trying to get it. Oh, this girl named Tiffany, she's just like, yo, come in the studio, let me do something for you. And I went there, so basically she owns this look, if that makes sense.
Wow.
So she like, I went to sleep, woke up, I seen I seen a full patch. I was like, yo, what the hell? Then I liked it, and I just ran with it.
It's fire.
So what else are you doing to, you got the patch, we know that's your signature. What else are you doing to separate yourself from all other artists?
A lot of artists from where I'm from Africa, don't really incorporate dancing in their craft. So I can literally perform, dance, DJ, host, add so many different layers to the one thing you're booking. So you don't have to literally just book ECool the artist. You're booking me, you're gonna book the DJ also, you're gonna book. So many other things come with the package. So it makes people wanna book me, if that makes any sense. So it's like, instead of you booking a host and the rest of the other, I just all in one package.
Makes sense. So like, what would you say is like your biggest challenge as an indie artist, and especially an indie artist that's from Africa, that's tapping into the American wave?
Really just getting international support and listeners, to be honest, because our market is not as big yet, even though it's really like making noise and going crazy. I feel like the market is not big yet, so there's a challenge of them always having to sun us, like put us under, because they don't understand it. However, back home we might be as big as you want to call it, but you come here because they're not familiar with it, they just treat you anyhow. So that's a major challenge for me.
Got it.
So when you're on tour, we be seeing you in the back, like it's 1,000 people. I didn't see you shut down UK, so it's like, what's the first thought in your head when you see all those people? Like, are you kind of scared, or you just kind of like?
I think that's another story in itself, because people really don't talk about that part in that sense. Before, I'd be shaking my ass off. I'm in the back just shaking. Yeah. And especially when I'm working with David, because David's crowd is way bigger than my crowd, so he pretty much has to throw me out there first. Hey. Go check out.
Go test the waters.
Go test the waters. Like I'm like, what do you mean? I'd be nervous as hell, like literally shaking, hands sweaty, all of that. Like, because I've done a particular crowd in the UK called Wireless Festival, which is majority white people, and Nigerians don't play when it has to do with somebody representing the country. But once one little mistake, everybody could turn on you. Go like, I'm like, yo, it was a little mistake. So that actually is really what puts me where I am, like making me scared. Like, damn, what if I go out there and make a mistake? They don't eat me up. So I be shaking, but when I get on stage, everything changes.
You get comfortable.
I get comfortable. I talk to the crowd. I breathe a little bit. that's all I have.
So where's your favorite place to be? On the mic or behind the DJ booth?
Damn. I've never heard that question before.
That's a good one.
I've never heard that. But I feel like I'll pick dancing over all of it.
Really?
Yeah. I would rather, because I can entertain by sitting down, standing up, whatever, and I'll be able to grasp the attention without having to say it. So it's like I feel the most comfortable when I'm dancing. Because I don't care where it is, any stage, I shut it down. I don't care. That's how confident I am. You know what I'm saying?
But being alongside like somebody as big as Davido, am I pronouncing his name right? Because I feel like we all pronounce it differently.
Yeah, well, it's really David with an O at the end.
Davido.
Davido.
Wow.
So
The world don't know that.
Nigeria, they gotta add an O to make it very African. Davido. Oh.
Gotcha.
Davido.
If you.
You do add every single thing.
Okay, so like working with somebody as big as Davido, what would you say is like the most difficult part, like being attached to somebody that's so big? Because I heard like how huge he is over there in Africa. Like, so what's the most difficult part being like attached to somebody like that?
There's many advantages working with David, many advantages, but one difficult part is getting overshadowed every time. Because once he steps in the room, you become in the shadow. So once he steps in, it lights up. Like, ECool is still here. I mean, it comes with the territory. He's one of the biggest.
Right.
You know so like that part, I know I struggle with. I'm like, damn, trying to find my way to the front. Like, what's up? But so I have to do different things to make sure I'm up to par.
Gotcha.
So with him, that's one of the most difficult things. Once it shows up, we did back.
So how did that come about? Like, how did you become, like, what was the first call, the first email? Like, yo, ECool, I want you to be my DJ. How did that happen?
Funny enough, the story was backdated to like 2010, which is because I was already like in the scene. I was like a household name in Atlanta, DJing and doing all the parties and stuff. And he was just an artist trying to promote his music. And I just, his cousin, I knew of his brother. Sorry, his cousin, which is Shino, trying to do music back then. And he was like, yo, I have a cousin doing like what David does music now. He was a producer back then, so I didn't know. So I was just a regular promoter and DJ supporting artists. And I was like, yo, let me send your stuff to me, let me hear it, like type of stuff. And his first record I heard was heavy. I was like, yo, what's going on? But that was like back then. So me working with him back then probably triggered our relationship forward. So he left Atlanta, went to Nigeria, blew up crazy. Fast forward, came back to America doing shows, and luckily for me, places he was booked, I was booked as a DJ. So he's coming to perform as an artist, and I'm just like, oh, you DJ? Yeah, so it was like a unplanned situation at first.
That's fire.
We just found a way, we met at, he was hot, and as a DJ I'm hot.
Perfect
we met
time.
then, 2016, he sent me a message like, yo, let's make this official. Oh shit, what I gotta do? Let's get it popping, bro.
What's some practical advice you would give like an aspiring musician, especially somebody that might be transitioning from being, who knows what, a poet and they want to become a rapper, or a DJ that want to become an artist as well, like yourself. And then I even feel like it's dope for him to even support your artistry as an artist outside of being a DJ, because it's like, okay, you blow up as an artist, then who's gonna be his DJ? You know what I mean? So like, what's some practical advice you would give to somebody that is going through that transitional phase like yourself?
I'll say, just you're gonna hear the critics talk all kinds of shit. They're gonna tell you, why are you trying to transition? Just don't pay attention to them. Just keep doing your thing, because they don't know what you're going through and how you're really trying to cross over. But everyone's just trying to eat. Well, from my experience, they're trying to eat you up. Like, wait, why are you transitioning? Until I give them one fire tracks. Hey, okay. That's right. So it's really and truly, don't listen to the critics. People gonna say what they want to say. Just keep doing your thing, and eventually it will hit. But know the people though.
Right.
You're trying to appeal to. Know your market.
So like, what was that conversation like when you was telling like Davido, like, yo, I want to work on my artistry, like?
It was a hard conversation in a sense, because I still don't feel like he likes that idea, but he would never tell me.
Right. Okay.
Because imagine he has a big show and I'm supposed to show up, then I have a booking somewhere else. So it's a little rough, but I can't. But so I never really said it to him, but he knew that it was coming because I was already writing songs and stuff, studio vibes, adding hits here and there. I have something under my belt, and I was like, listen, it's just time. I'm about to drop. I gotta get to the next level. But me, I'm a hustler. I can't stick to one particular way of making it. So that's a go. I didn't leave. We work together still, but I'm working on my own craft as well.
Got you. Okay, that's fair.
So do you see yourself, kind of putting the DJ thing behind and really pursuing like Your artistry?
No. Because people still book me as a DJ, you know, but like a package in a sense. So I have to more of a performance DJ than a club DJ now. So, but without DJ in the clubs, yeah, I still do, but very rare in Atlanta, out of town probably. But when they're playing the big bucks, they gotta.
He said no bags left behind.
Cut the check.
For real.
So what would you say, like, being a DJ, right? What is like one of the biggest mistakes that you had occurred like during the DJ set? And how did you handle that?
Oh, I've had the music shut off. I've had laptop die. I've been put on a high pressure where the drivers don't connect, and I just did sound check. It's like so many times, but I had to like go back to like the drawing board. How did this, work backwards to come forward? Like, but this is like the fastest you can think about. Like express on stage, I'm trying to go crazy.
Like, what happens when your laptop died? Like, what did you do to interact with the
DJ? Oh, I have to, while I'm interacting with the crowd, and I have to contact the next DJ that was there. Somebody else is around to really like help me just like quickly plug up while I'm entertaining the crowd. It's happened many times actually.
Wow.
With a laptop just like, something happened, I don't even know, from nowhere, no explanation, nothing. Apple's just boom.
Has it happened on tour yet?
Yeah.
For real?
It has.
So what happens in a big festival? Like, just your laptop shut down, and it's like, you the first DJ, what happens?
You know, I learned a lesson a long time ago to always have a backup, which is either a flash drive or a hard drive or something, where if this all hell break loose, something happens, I can literally resort to it fast. Because if not, they'll talk about Africans don't waste time. They'll give it to you. They'll give it to you anyhow. So that's usually, I always have a backup.
And what would you say, like, besides that, right? What are some other like potential mishaps that happen behind the scene before like big performances and things of that nature?
See, let me go back to that same Wireless Festival performance. So this is like 2018 or so. I think Davido was supposed to perform. England was playing a game. They were playing against Sweden or something like that. And we had the option to either perform before the game started or get rid of the performance and perform if they win. So our performance was dependent on England winning. That's crazy. You never heard that shit? Like, like, if they didn't win, you lost your slot.
They win?
They won. so we was back there praying, like, oh, England got scored.
So basically, if they didn't win.
If they didn't win, we lost the slot.
And y'all got no money.
Because we said 12 o'clock was too early to perform. Nobody's gonna be there yet. So we need a later time to perform. Well, it said, well, the only option is to perform if England wins. So, and performance was supposed to be with the band Enemy, and then they said there's no enough time. The band has to not connect. So it's just a DJ now. I'm like, oh, we already rehearsed a whole set. How can you change our whole set right now? So we had to cut the whole band out with just me. And it wasn't the plan. So whatever we planned did not work out. I was sitting in my pants.
Oh, wow.
Because England just won, so the adrenaline is high as hell. Everybody going crazy. Whoa! And now I gotta come out and supposedly make sure everything works.
That's crazy.
So wait, like, was it like when you say y'all lose y'all slot, that means y'all would not have gotten paid?
No, we would not perform it though.
Perform or get paid?
No, pay was already in. We already had the inbox.
Okay.
But it was an opportunity you can't lose. It was 50,000 people.
Okay.
I wanted to not perform. Crazy.
That's a lot of people.
Like, what would you say like today is like your biggest performance?
Well, I feel like my biggest performances was David's show in the London O2 Arena. We did the O2 Arena in February, like a year, right before pandemic hit. That performance was crazy. It was not that obviously I've done Africa 100,000, 60,000, but it didn't have any kind of weight as where we were trying to transition or cross over to. So when they said London sold out 20,000, that was a different 20,000. I don't know if we had to. I was going crazy. Everybody saw that. It was a big experience.
What was it like? The energy? Was it just so many people?
Energy, the statement that was made, the vibe, the people, the different environment, like just having the transition, the same African music you're probably making in your backyard into another man's country, set it down, sell it out, and everyone talking about it. It was a very big deal.
Oh, two, that's huge.
Yeah.
So are you looking to go back? Are you going back
Yeah.
soon?
Yeah. David has another O2 show in February next year.
And this year you performing?
Yeah, this year he has a show.
This year.
He has a show in December in Lagos.
Oh, yeah. I'll be there.
Dang.
Yeah.
I want to come.
I'll be out there. I don't know what day, but I'll be on the 26th.
Yo.
Okay.
Ever since I saw Cardi B in Bay Lagos, I've been wanting to come to go to Lagos. For real, she made that shit look lit. I was like,
lit. It's lit.
oh, they can have a good time in Lagos.
Especially December.
Yes, that's when she
Big
went. It was
club
like
at
the Christmas
8 o'clock.
lights, everything was up. It was lit. It was lit up.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a vibe. You should definitely go.
So like outside of like these sold out shows or whatever, like how do you measure success for yourself? Like, yes, okay, we sold out this show, but what's beyond that? Like, what do you feel is?
You know, I actually, the way my brand goes and my team, I'm not somewhat impressed with the money we bring. I actually, on all the years that I've been doing promotions and performing, I feel like the most I've gained is connections. Like, cause whether money or not, I know those links are still there. So for me, that's what I get from it.
Relationships go.
Relationships,
Right.
definitely. Because with relationships, you can start it off years later. People venture into different things with the same relationship, but you may not have money, but you could use leverage those relationships. That's how I feel.
So are there like any areas of your craft that you feel like you can like improve on? Like, you know,
Yeah.
like what? Cause see, today I was shocked you was really on time. Like you was really on time, so I really wasn't expecting that. So when artists are on time, that's very impressive to me.
Okay,
So
what I get? I get like an extra.
You get like an extra little one, two extra shot.
I got to toast to
A
that.
little something.
Give my man a shot. Yeah.
You know, you got to celebrate the small wins.
Africans on time is a big one.
Yeah, really, cause that's horrible. Like that is horrible. I gotta do all of that to get you on
1 o'clock.
time.
Plus 3.
That is crazy. But outside of being on time, I mean, you was on time today, so I don't know if you always a tardy person or not. But
I'm
what are
actually
some
not
other
tardy.
things
But
you can improve on?
more things to improve on. Just I do a lot of things on the fly, on the freestyle. So I feel like I need more time to plan. Because of my industry or where I'm really coming from, my demographic, they want something like quick. And sometimes it really doesn't work out for the American side. And I have to always try and adjust to what they want. So that's something I have to get used to. Just the adjustment of Africans and Americans and everybody else, because left for me, I'll do things. If I think about it, I want to get it done
See,
already.
like me. That's how it used to be, but I've gotten better with structure.
So structure right now, I'm really trying to build a major structure.
So like, I know you're talking about like intertwining like the Africans to the American world that you are in, and you just dropped a record not too long ago called ATL. Let's talk about that, because the record is definitely doing numbers. So like, how did that like make, I guess, your African friends feel about you just showing so much love to Atlanta?
Okay, so I feel like before I shot that video, I wanted to kind of put the torch on Africans in Atlanta, in the sense of like highlighting who is doing who's moving things and doing business. So if you live in Atlanta and you see that video and you're African, you understand more of the video, because you see the familiar faces in there, from Osei the Dark Secret to G103 to Mixmaster David, and the other DJs that are in the video. So it's like everyone who's pushing the market in industry, successes, whether it's slow or hard, I put them in the video because it was more so trying to uplift the Africans on this side, and made it English, so it was really crossover, and then put energy to it. I knew it was gonna be a performance track, so well, God just did it. I did it straight to dance. Hey, yo, it's 100% when you play it, there's energy.
It is energy.
So,
So now let me ask you this: is there an album coming? EP
come on, well, my team says album, but some of my team says album. Some say singles. I'm like,
So like, what's the big like differentiation?
differentiation. Differentiation.
I'm definitely about to say wait.
You gotta keep that.
What is the big differentiation? Okay.
Halftime. Was me?
What did I say? Differentiation. So, what's the differentiation between an EP and an album to you?
You almost said that. Sorry. My bad.
I'm done.
Have it, yo.
Players fuck up too.
Say it again.
What is the differentiation between an EP and an album?
Well, an EP is consists of like 4 to 6 songs. Album has to be like at least 10 songs. So, this day and time in the industry, do you want to drop a lot of songs that may possibly waste, or you want to drop an EP? So you got to think about like the business side, or songs that may become singles instead of wasting them. And so dropping a lot of songs, a lot of them are gonna drown. That's for sure. Well, because people don't really consume albums from my industry like that. So I'd rather drop a few of them that I can probably maintain and organize than dropping a whole album.
Got you. So, like, are there any like strategies behind like release dates for you? Like,
Sure. Yeah. Every release has a different plan and a different rollout for me, because depending on what type of energy comes with it. Like ATL, I'm not gonna lie, how ATL came about, I wasn't even trying to drop the song, but I posted a video on my page with me dancing on my birthday, and that made me drop the song because the response was just too crazy. I needed to finish it. So different songs can come in different ways to drop it. I almost performed a song of mine at my concert, and if I performed this, that probably would have been the song I was gonna drop.
got it.
I was looking for feedback and response. People every song is different.
So you basically play a snippet of it on your.
Snippet of it
Oh, got
and see
it.
the response.
Got
I
it.
like it or do you not like it? I get thumbs down, like, it's going out the door. For real.
I mean, that's smart. And so, like, even to the aspect, like, you're still indie. You're not signed to no major, right?
No major.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, what is your take on,
BMW.
like, remaining indie and also signing to a major label?
If they bring the money. It's all about bread. But I wouldn't sign to a label right now, to be honest. I would do a partnership because I already have a lot that I'm bringing to the table. So you're not signing. I'm not a new artist. I already know how the ins and outs of some things are. So I'd rather do a partnership or 1 or 2 single deals, the EP deal, and not just sign. Because once you sign, man, everybody wants to tell you I'm not interested in like owning your masters and stuff. But when it comes down to the nitty-gritty business side of it, they want to. So I'd just rather just stay away and run my own way.
Makes sense.
I get the PR side.
So what does the future for Afrobeats look like for ECool? Like, what are you gonna do different?
The future of Afrobeats. Well, for my consumption of the future of Afrobeats, I'm more embedded in the clubs than online. However, so I'm trying to find a way for the songs to transition to reflect from the clubs to the numbers. I feel like there's a big market for Afrobeats now, but it's not as big as the UK and stuff like that in America. So the Afrobeat, you talk about the Afrobeats in America, right?
Yeah.
So the Afrobeats in America needs more. I can't even say this.
You can say
You
it.
say whatever you want.
To be honest, lyrical content. That's really what I feel like Americans. The way Americans see the Afrobeats, before it becomes very Americanized. We have to really stay with the lyrics heavy for them to have content to stay for a long time. I feel, and money needs to be involved too. So the future of Afrobeats is bright, but beneath the radio and every American place to really back it up. If not, then there's no point, because you get songs like Essence, right? But Wizkid, it's on the charts, but it's not that many of the African songs on the chart because they're handpicking. Americans are handpicking these, so we needed to get to a point where it's like 5, 6, 7 songs in the countdown at the same time. Once you drop it, it automatically gets in America. But But the way American songs get on our countdown, once they drop it, I'm saying, yo, what y'all talking about here? Yo, you know what I'm saying? It's like that. I've been looking at our charts in Nigeria, like, damn, this is a lot of Americans on this shit. So we need it needs to be, it needs to reflect on both sides.
Well, before we get out of here, I want you to like tell us what is the like biggest accomplishment you have made thus far as an artist and also as a DJ.
Damn. I can't limit my accomplishments to one big one because I feel like God has been faithful. You know what I'm saying? And just recently I did a show at Center Stage. Shut down, boom, boom, boom. Shout out my team. Sold out Center Stage on October 1st. It was a big accomplishment. Actually, it was a big milestone for me and my brand because I never thought that me as a new artist, so to say, can do that. But because of the support Atlanta has given me and I show back, that was able to happen. So that was a big accomplishment.
It was fire.
It was a big, major milestone for me.
Okay, and then what about as a DJ?
As a DJ, just touring the world and just doing shows with David from country to country, different language to different languages. It's a major accomplishment because that way I represent Africa worldwide. And people will not see it that way, but honestly and speaking, so a lot of places they don't even know who we are. We get there and then we have to show them who we are. So it's introduction to in different markets.
How many languages do you speak?
2.
Is it 2? Give us something. Say something cool.
Well, it could be pigeon. It could be.
Oh, video. I found it. That's a nice guy.
I did.
What the hell?
I found it.
What did y'all just
Listen
say?
out for now, I got it.
What did y'all just say?
I just said,
What's up?
Oh, that was cute.
We just said.
Is this we had to say with pride. I found it. I already do that.
Well, before we get out of here, I want to play a game with you.
Okay.
Called Red Flag, Green Flag.
Oh, like the.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like the viral.
Yeah, we're gonna take it there.
Dang. Okay.
Okay, so let me put the
I gotta hold both.
yeah, put the glass down. You gotta put that glass down. So listen, we're gonna pretend as if you are a single.
First of all, red flag. I'm not pretending I'm single.
Listen, because you gotta answer these questions.
Okay.
Okay? So we don't want nobody to get offended, so you gotta pretend.
You hear it, too, baby. It's pretend.
Pretend it's all play.
The first one. I forgot. We didn't even mention it. You a club owner, right?
Here.
So I know you got girls texting you every day. Yo, you at the club? Can I pull up for free? Is that a red flag or a green flag?
It's a red flag. I'm so done with females not even trying. This is what I say. I don't say no. Come for free, all you want. Well, how you show support to me back? Are you promoting my event? Are you doing something to let me have you in for free? Like, or you just want to just show up and sit and drink and smoke and not do anything in return?
I feel that.
At least
I feel that.
Post. Tell somebody else. Tell them pull up. Tell the tables.
Okay.
I mean, do something.
That's fair.
Like, come for free. I don't care, but do something for me.
Okay, that's fair.
Buy a hookah.
You know, they hate to do that. All right, a chick you're dating not knowing the lyrics to your song.
Red flag. I actually tell her too. How you don't know this song? How you know the lyrics?
Okay, what if she know like bits and pieces, but not like.
No, she does well though. She knows a lot, but she's not Nigerian, so a lot of times I throw in the different
Nigerian
intonations
slang.
and the Nigerian slangs in there. I would not expect her to know it, but she always asks.
Okay.
But she doesn't know it still.
All right, another one.
So now, I know you all married and stuff, you know. So you meet a chick, right? It's month 2, it's Thanksgiving. You didn't get an invite. Red flag.
What, she didn't invite me?
To Thanksgiving dinner.
That's fine. I don't need to be there because I don't know the family. I want to be in a weird place. Like,
What?
yeah, should I cut through? Because I tell you what, Nigerians,
I'm
when we're
definitely
dating,
getting my feelings about that.
I don't know. I'm dating. I feel like if I go to your family house, you should serve it. I don't want to go reach. So if I want to plate, you make all that stuff for me, put everything in the plate and bring it to me because I'm not going to give my hand.
All right, Another one. So, a girl you're dating, so like in the beginning stages of y'all dating, right? And you might be posting her here and there on your page, but she don't post you at all. Red flag or green flag?
You say new in a relationship?
Yeah.
And I'm posting?
Yeah, you posting, but and it don't even have to be on the timeline. I can be in the
always,
story.
Well, first of all, I feel like I'm just going with the society on this one. Females post to guys. Guys don't really post to females, so.
Not always. I know some guys that post they chick.
But they just do extra in love.
Hey,
Wait, why does it have to be an extra in love type of situation? Like, why does it take me love?
Because if you posting, the girl gotta post. It's like a, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
But we be waiting on y'all to post first.
No, you said the question says he was posting.
Okay, you did.
And
I did
she
say
was
that.
not
girls
posting.
definitely post first.
You know what I'm saying?
No, we don't.
A private life is a happy life on my end.
So that's a red flag.
That is a
No,
no. That's a red flag. What he said.
No, it's not.
That's
That was a red flag for me to post and she not
Certain things
posting.
need to stay off social media.
But you
gotta
gotta.
post.
I mean, she might come with it in like a couple of months.
No, that means I'm extra in love. She's not in love yet. It has to be equally yoked.
Now, iffy, that's a red flag. Talk about
No, it's
a
not.
private life is a.
Yo, I just saw somebody get engaged. I didn't even know they was in a relationship.
Yep, it happens.
Well, who got the
But
ring?
it's like-
she ain't making it on the
I don't know about that though. Just pop up married.
I mean,
You know
it's
what I'm saying?
It's a private life. I mean, not everything social media.
I'm private, but I feel like to a certain degree, you should at least let the world know. I'm gonna tell you why I say that. I had a situation where this guy used to date like a couple of years ago, and we were just dating, and literally, so I blurred the fuck out of him. Right? He was blurry-ish. Like I blurred the
Blurred.
picture where you saw me clear as day. The only way you knew it was him is if you know him. Soon as I posted him, DM, he had a whole girlfriend. Whatever they had going on. So sometimes I be feeling like when you try to leave that life as a secret, it's because you hiding something somewhere.
Not necessarily.
Sometimes.
Nah, we going deep with that.
Okay, we ain't gonna go that deep. We ain't gonna go that deep. We ain't gonna go that deep. We ain't gonna go that deep.
I mean, this day and age, I mean, once you trust your partner, you don't gotta post.
All right, whatever.
No, you really don't have to post. I mean,
All right, last one. Up and coming artists coming up to you for you to play their record.
Not in the club. I'm doing the club.
you don't even charge a fee?
Nah. I've never charged a fee ever.
So I give you $1,000 to play my record.
I wouldn't play it.
Really? Why?
That was just my principle because I feel like you can't force me to play the song. I feel like I want to like it first. I'll give you free promotions. I don't even need to collect your money. Though this industry, there's people who actually off the top, like, oh, give me money, I play. And it messes up the vibe of the night. Because, you know, as a DJ, I feel like the night has to gradually build and stuff like that. And then I randomly throwing something somebody just paid me for, mess up everybody's vibe because of my pockets. I never really looked at it like that.
You're a real one for that because a lot of people don't take that money.
I'm pretty sure. But it's helped me also keep context. It's like, yo, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you. What if I don't like it? What if the crowd don't like it? Then they start looking at the DJ name. Hey, ECool messing up the vibe. Nah.
Because
What
I
you
had
play?
a DJ that messed up the vibe. You be like, bro.
Like, what kind
had
of
the
song you play?
transition wrong, anything wrong. You be like, bro, like, they don't even make sense. Why you go from that record to that record? Like, what?
Yeah, exactly. And somebody just paid him for a little cash out.
Well, before we get out of here, I want you to like leave our artists with something. Just anything you got coming up.
Yeah, I do. So I have another single coming out between now and the first week of December. Something fire is coming.
Okay.
And I hope people like it because I like it definitely. So
You
we're
want me to
coming to
dance
make
video?
noise.
Okay.
You can
period.
dance video with it?
Hell yeah.
Always.
TikTok, all through.
TikTok. Well, I am your girl, Portia Marie,
And it's your boy Iffy.
and this is where creators meet and have dope conversations.
Check this out. You know what time it is right now? It's your man ECool. I'm in the building. You know what time it is. 30 BG DMW. Good fellas out here. ATL. You know what time it is? Dope People Meet podcast. Check me out on there. It's live and direct in effect. Cheers.